Well, hello everyone and welcome to the cottage garden yet again. I am so excited to bring to you all this episode. It's been very long awaited, and I am so excited because of the fact that we're harvesting this year's parsnips. And not only that, we're going to harvest some other stuff from the fall garden, and I'm really excited because there is so much going on still, even though I'll show you all the death that has been rained by the first frost, and some stuff that has surprised me as well that has survived the first frost. And there's a lot of life going on still, so I'm very, very excited, and we're gonna harvest some stuff, so let's get to it. So the first thing in the fall garden is the radishes. So many people have been asking me to grow radishes. I've never had a whole lot of luck with it, but I decided I would try it here. And we had some rabbits get into the garden, go figure. But look at the size of that beautiful radish right there. It's splitting a little bit because it's been a while since we've been up here, but that is going to be a great radish. You also got some beautiful ones right there, splitting nonetheless, but they're gonna make some awesome salad radishes here. I'm gonna try one in a few, see what they taste like, but these are the size that we really like on our salads. Very sweet. These are called Cherry Belle. But we also have some very cool radishes right here that are a very deep purple, almost like a beet, and awesome varieties. I'm not really sure. We kind of broadcasted some. Oh wow! What? Tell me if you've ever seen that before. Let me see if that can focus there. That is a radish growing onto a radish. That's like radish inception. Wow, that's awesome. But yeah, so you know, we just kind of broadcasted some seed around here. I know we planted Cherry Belles. That's a beautiful radish right there. And this is about the size they should be getting. And also we have dill. Yep, that is right. We have dill that is going to seed, well, has already gone to seed, and we're going to be harvesting some dill seed today, not only for cooking but also for growing purposes. We also have our giant cabbage. Now this has been decimated by this has been decimated by pretty much every insect in the garden. You have your white moth, which is just a pain in the butt. You got your slugs, which is a pain in the butt, and it has just kind of succumbed to the season, and we're hoping that we can get ahead out of this. It has about 15 more days till we have our consistent frost. The last frost that we had got down to 26 degrees / I guess it was a freeze, but it got down to 26 degrees nonetheless, and that was a freak accident. That does not normally happen at this time of year. So basically, we have about 20 more days till the first kind of registered frost, and so we're hoping that it's going to stay warm. It's about 62 degrees right now, a little chill in the air, but not bad. And we're hoping that we're able to get a cabbage head out of this, because this is the North American giant cabbage. They get about 15 pounds, and it'd just be great to see. We actually started this from seed, and it is massive. So hopefully we're going to get something out of that. Also, another thing that we noticed survived the 26-degree weather was the cilantro. We are very, very excited to see that this actually survived, because it had been going to seed, and we've been letting it go to seed. The flowers are just so beautiful on this cilantro here, and the one thing that you'll notice is that they make these little balls right here. Yeah, get out of my way. So they make these little balls right here, and these little balls are, there you go, now it's in focus. These little balls right here are actually called coriander, and the leaves are cilantro, and the seeds are in coriander. And also, another thing that's very exciting is that we still have broccoli flowers, and it gives some honeybees some food, and they're very excited about that. So anything that gives them something to munch on while we are not harvesting this is a plus. The honeybees are going to town on their last honey stores of the year, but we have still a fair amount of flowers, and I'm just going to let them go, let them pollinate, and then we will harvest some seed afterward, after we get some good pollination from them. And I'm going to have no shortage of broccoli seed, so that's also great. Now another thing that we have is these very cool variety of radishes here, and these are called a pink globe radish. Now they're not globular at all. These are more or less like not a globe at all, because a globe is more like a sphere, but this is how they grow. And they're kind of very similar to a French breakfast radish, but apparently they're a lot sweeter. And we also have this radish right here, which is a Chinese white globe radish. It's the same type of radish as the pink one, except for the fact that obviously one is pink and one is white. So we have some of those that are ready to be harvested. Those actually matured up really fast, but there aren't any more there to be seen. And the Swiss chard, obviously still growing strong. We're just letting that go, doing what it's going to do, and whatever happens, happens. Now the kale also going to town, still harvesting so much from this, and the kale has just been outstanding. Now the one thing that's very surprising is the peppers. I can't believe it. Even though we had a 26-degree night, normally the peppers get fried. And what I'm thinking is that in this kind of block formation that we have, that they were able to insulate themselves from the cold. And the outside ones, I mean, as you can see, this is typical frost damage. This is what you see on things that get frost fried. They just don't survive. But the things that you have in here are still green. They're perky. I mean, you had one casualty right there. But, I mean, if I peel in here, we can find some peppers that we're going to harvest. So we're going to get a decent harvest today out of some stuff that I was definitely not expecting to still be alive. So obviously these are not 100% ripe. They're supposed to turn red and purple. But you know, you take what you can get for sure, because it was rather unexpected, to say the least, that we were even going to have peppers still alive. And actually they're still trying to put out more fruit here. So you know, needless to say, if we had another 20 days of warm weather, we might actually get some more peppers. So I'm not going to pull these out yet. I'm just going to pull off the peppers, and then whatever happens to the plants is going to happen. And since, of course, I am so forgetful, I forgot to take the tripod with me. So hopefully you can see me over here. You're actually balancing on the post. I hope it does not fall, but we will find out once I'm editing the video. But let's see what we got here for our parsnips. We already harvested a few, and we're very, very pleased with the harvest so far. But we have some parsnips here. These are very, very beautiful parsnips. Absolutely gorgeous. Some of our other larger ones here, I'll grab one here. Some of our largest ones here are just massive. These are some huge, huge parsnips. And needless to say that these are probably the biggest parsnips I've seen in a very, very long time. They're just about as big as you can get in the supermarket, and they're organic. So the thing is that when you have parsnips, you do not need to pull them all. So many times people think that you need to harvest all the parsnips because, oh boy, the frost is coming. When in reality, the frost actually makes them more flavorful. People all the time make that mistake of harvesting their parsnips before the frost, and you're missing out on a very crucial flavor period where the flavor profile of the parsnip changes. It's just like kale, where if you think it's good before the frost, you should try it after the frost, because it just changes the texture, it changes the flavor, and see, this is what we're normally getting. This right here is about what we normally get, not very large, but we do have some very nice sized ones in there, and we are supposed to be getting some rain, so I'm gonna hurry up. But if I don't get them all, I'm not going to worry, because of the fact that a lot of times people don't realize that you can actually leave parsnips in the ground up until, oh, that was a big one, but we broke the tip off. We broke the tip off because sometimes they just get so deep down in there that you can't pull it all out properly, because if I tried pulling it out with my hand, the tops would break. I've tried that 100 times. You definitely have to use a fork. So that's what we're using. But oh gosh, see, there you go. I just tried it again and I never learned from my mistakes. So the thing is that if we don't harvest them all, it is perfectly fine, because people have been using the ground as a method of storage for thousands of years. All you have to do is leave these vegetables right in the ground, similar to carrots, similar to potatoes, and just put some hay or leaves over the parsnips, cover it with a tarp, and then when you need them in the wintertime, simply pull them up. As long as the ground is not frozen, you'll be able to harvest your parsnips, and they'll remain flavorful, fresh, and it's just a great way to store your produce without having the space, because we definitely do not have the space in our pantry, which is a great thing to be fully prepared for winter in that way. So I'm just going to harvest probably maybe 20, 30 more for our dinners, and then the rest I'm just going to leave right in the ground, and we can harvest them later on. Beautiful. Oh, goodness. Well, hello everyone. It is the next day. It is very windy, very cold. It was raining. It was just not filmable weather to film an outro. So here is the closing. I'm going to show you what we ended up with. I'm very, very pleased with it. And we're going to process some, put them in the freezer, and hopefully the wind is not too bad. It is so windy today. So we definitely got a cold front moving through. So check out what we got. So we ended up with a full bag of parsnips, and let me tell you what, these were some beautiful parsnips. You know, obviously you got some craziness going on, but nonetheless, that is an amazing sized parsnip. Very, very pleased. We had a ton like that. We also threw our radishes in there, just because, you know, I didn't have anything else to carry them home with. So there you go. That is the parsnip harvest for 2014. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Hopefully I was able to get some cool shots in there. Without my tripod, I don't know what else I could do besides balance it. So I promise you more cool videos on the way. I got a lot of cool stuff expected for 2015. I have a lot of cool stuff expected for the winter growing season as well, the indoor growing season, so stay tuned for that. Make sure to invite your friends. It's going to be very cool. We're going to do some stuff pretty big this year that we're very excited for, but we're not going to tell you because it's a surprise, obviously. But then also, stay tuned for some fall stuff. We have some late fall stuff that we're still going to do in the garden, so stay tuned for that. That's very exciting as well. So I will catch you all later. This is Luke from MIgardener, hoping you're having a great day. Hope you're staying warm, and wherever you are, I hope you are growing big or going home. I'll catch you all later. See ya. Bye.